Yes, people, what's happening? Manchester United 4, Swansea 0. Another 4-0 victory. 8 goals scored, 0 goals conceded. 4 goals away from home for Manchester United. We look sensational, don't we? Let's not going to get too carried away, but we are looking like we're going to take some stopping this season. Another 4 goals, and that's what's going to go into the record books. 4-0 Manchester United at home to Swansea. Swansea made it extremely difficult for us in the first half. In the first hour, I would say, 70 minutes maybe, in that 3-5-2 formation, completely blocking off any of the space. Lukaku was forced to come down on the right-hand side, down to the halfway line, trying to find any ball. And then when they switched it up, we made a couple of subs at the same time. They changed formation. I'm not quite sure what formation they changed to. It might have been 4-3-3, it might have been 4-2-3-1, but they went from a 3 at the back to a 4 at the back. And as soon as they changed their formation, oh my days, they completely capitulated, and Manchester United took advantage with some unbelievably fast, clinical, counter-attacking football. And how good did we look? How good do Manchester United look at the moment? This is what we wanted from a Jose Mourinho team, isn't it? Turn up to places where you're expected to win. And not just win, but absolutely slap some teams about. And that is what Manchester United did today. It's hard not to get giddy now with 2 back-to-back performances like that from Manchester United. Knowing that we've actually still got another gear that we can go through. Maybe another couple of gears. Tony Marshall coming off the bench, hitting another one. We had Pogba scoring. We had Lukaku scoring. Where's the haters now? Where are the haters now? This is incredible football from Manchester United. And do you know what? I've got to give a shout out to the back line. I thought Jones and Baye looked fantastic today. Never really in doubt with those two at the back, looking great. If Phil Jones can stay fit, then he's going to be tough to break out of that first team place, I think. In the midfield, I thought Matic and Pogba didn't have their great games until that hour 70-minute mark when they changed formation. I think a lot of that was down to the formation of Swansea. They literally left nobody up front. Ayew was sort of a number 10, playing off Tammy Abraham a little bit, who did cause the occasional trouble, but we dealt with him. And then it was just the whole rest of the team. It was basically 5-3-2, not 3-5-2. They played everyone across the back. And what you need to see in those positions is you need to see United doubling up on those wing backs, trying to pull over a centre half, and we didn't do that. We really struggled to do that. And I think that playing Rashford on the wing and playing Mkhitaryan on the wing, they're not wingers. They're not proper wingers. There's no relationship with Blind and Rashford on that left-hand side, and it's 2 players playing on one side of the pitch with no thought to what the other guy's doing, no thought of how they can work together as a team to get around people. On the right-hand side, it's exactly the same. Antonio Valencia comes up, and then he's doing what he did under Van Gaal a little bit. He's playing those inside balls all the time, rather than looking to get beyond his man or looking to isolate a man, make a 2v1 and get a cross into the box. There was barely any crosses into the box for Lukaku. We scored that first goal from a set piece. And I thought, I was writing my notes at the second half of the game, and I was thinking, this is how it's going to come down. Manchester United haven't done what I hoped they would do in this match. We haven't really hit them on the counter. We haven't really used to look for deep crosses. And we're going to win this game, I felt, but we're going to win it being very scruffy. Then as soon as the formation changed, Manchester United's attitude changed, and we just absolutely ran away with the game. Quite similar in a way to West Ham. Once they gave up, we slapped them, we put loads past them. Very, very similar way the game went down, in all honesty. But you know what? How good does it feel now? Manchester United are probably going to be completely top of the league now. It's going to be hard to shove us off the top of the league with another 4-0 win. I'm not sure who else can overtake us. It's going to take a monumental ask for somebody to overtake us from this point. Don't we look good? Don't we look good? We want our trophy back, and I think if Jose Mourinho can keep this second season thing going up, then this is the hardest ask he's had, is to win the league with Manchester United in the second season out of all the other places that he's been. But you know what? Won't back against us as it stands. 2 for 2, 4 goals in both games, 8 goals, none conceded. Don't even look troubled, do we? Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Tony is a beast, says Emilio. We needed goals and Mourinho has given them us. How many shots did Lukaku have? I haven't seen any stats from the game actually today, but how many shots did Lukaku have? Because this is what we asked for, isn't it? Is we asked for United to be more clinical. Look how clinical we've been. As Tony Marshall scored 2 goals in 2 shots. We saw Lukaku score 2 shots, 2 goals the other day, and then he had a couple that he missed. But you know, we look clinical. But the conversion rate from Manchester United this season is incredible. Stu Austin in the comments says, every team we beat is now relegation fodder, and we're terrible. And terrible, apparently. We don't seem to be getting huge credit. We don't get credit. We deserve credit for this today. Let's face it, Paul Clement is a fantastic manager. We've seen them beaten by a few goals in previous matches. In fact, oh my God, as I was watching some game tape on these prior to the game, the Tottenham game is one that I pulled out. And in the Tottenham game, they was winning 1-0 until the 88th minute and lost it 3-1. Is there a mentality problem with the Swansea team? Is there something in the Swansea team where, oh, there you go, Manchester United had 8 shots on target and scored 4 goals. How about them apples? How different is this to when we had 37 shots on target against Burnley and scored 0? Being clinical, 50% conversion rate, already better than last season. Fantastic. After coming off the bench, buzzing for Marshall. Nick says the counter-attack was filth. Again, yeah, only in the last 20 minutes. That was the only time we really did it, wasn't it? I think it was one decent counter-attack early in the game where Lukaku made a chance for himself, but obviously nothing came off from it. 36 more arses to slap, says Shuckley. We've definitely got to step up how we play in those bigger games. But yes, very impressive performance from United again. Mickey needs more credit for those matches. I need to figure out how we can get Mickey into this. And again, I wonder if it's 3-5-2 for us. I thought we was crying out for a midfield 3 against these today. And I think if you went with 2 forwards, whether that's 2 strikers like a Marshall and Lukaku, or whether that's a striker and a number 10 like Mkhitaryan, 2 people up front to move a back 3 around would have really helped us and would have allowed us to dominate that midfield, because we'd have pushed the 2 fullbacks into midfield and give us a 5 versus 3 in midfield and 2 versus 3 in defence, and then you can start getting your overloads in the final third, and that's what really would have helped us out, because we was tactically quite poor. We was winning the game, but we was tactically quite poor in that first hour or so. Quite basic, but ultimately we've come away with an unbelievable result like this. So, yeah. Here's the thing. When there's competition for places, and I'm actually amazed Pogba stayed on. When there's competition for places like this, players have to step up. And it's a good thing. When players start stepping up like this, where Tony Marshall's been laid down a gauntlet, you start scoring some goals. Now, he's scored a couple of goals off the bench. He's going to be itching to score. And he'll rightly see his ass if he doesn't get the opportunity to start a match very soon. But you know what? Maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that Ander Herrera, of all the real passionate players that Manchester United have got, Ander Herrera starting off the bench at some point, given an opportunity in a few weeks to see what happens. Maybe we're going to see 8, 9, 10 out of 10 performances out of him. This is the sort of run that you can go on where every single person knows that they've got to put it in 100%. They've got to really go for it. And you know what? The club, the team, the side ends up better and better and better for it. You can have a squad like this and you can keep rotating around because you can demand excellence once everyone's playing. The squad rotation thing, when you're trying to find a decent team, when you're not quite clicking, doesn't really work like that. You don't usually get the best out of players, but when everyone's playing and putting in performances like we've just seen like that, then I think it's pretty easy to start telling players, you want to be in this team, you've got to step up your ability, you've got to step up your performances. And then when someone puts in the performance, Jose Mourinho's now got a decision to make. He needs to start rewarding Anthony Martial with more minutes, because look at what he's done. Twice he's come on. Twice he has come on, and he's absolutely tatered a defence. Now, is it that he's coming on against a tired defence? Or is it that he's coming on and he's got the confidence to take people on and put a shot in? Yeah? Where's all those haters now? Where's all those Lukaku haters now? Where's all those Paul Pogba haters now? Where's Chelsea fans talking about we didn't want Matic anyway? It's all gone very quiet, hasn't it? All gone very, very quiet. Mkhitaryan has been awarded Sky's Man of the Match. Who do you guys think was Man of the Match? Can we get some likes in here for United being top of the league? How about that? Can everyone just smash that like button like it's Pogba in a bar again? Come on, let's get some of them likes in there. But anyway, I'm delighted. I don't want to go too overboard, but I'm going to say from this point, we have been perfect in the first 2 games in terms of the results that we've managed to get. 8 goals and none conceded in 2 games. 2 games down, 36 to go. Is it too early to start talking about a title? Yes. You can only lose a title in August. You can't win a title, but you can get excited about the performance that you're seeing from Manchester United. You can get excited about how ruthless Manchester United are being. You can get excited about the level of performance that some of these players are putting out. You can get excited about the way our new star striker has started scoring goals. And he's my dream team captain. Booyah. It's happy days, isn't it? We got Adam over in Swansea. He's going to be coming very soon with the fan cam, so make sure you keep it locked around for those. Bay was man of the match for a lot of people. It's not a bad shout. I thought he kept a real lock on Tammy Abraham, who is a deadly player if he gets the opportunity. They're just replaying Bay's goal here now. Didn't cross the line. But Bay reacting first for a centre forward. Not only was it his first goal for United, it was his first goal ever in his career. Unbelievable. Chances of Jones getting crocked by September, I wouldn't take a bet on it. I think there's a very real chance that could happen. Safra says Mickey man of the match. Mkhitaryan, yep. A lot of people saying Mickey, Baye, Matic and Baye rocks. I think what we've got at the moment in Manchester United is an excellent spine, isn't it? An excellent spine. David De Gea, right the way through to Lukaku, there's a strong spine. With Baye, with Matic, with Pogba, there's an incredibly strong spine in there at the moment. I would have liked to have seen Herrera today. I thought Herrera would have made a bit more of a difference. I thought we possibly lacked a little bit of bite, at least in that early part of the game, and I thought maybe someone else in there to help control that game a little bit and feed balls in. It was very congested in the final third with how deep Swansea was sitting. But ultimately, I'm not going to sit here complaining. I'm not going to sit here and be upset about it. I'm far from upset. I'm obviously happy. I'm just trying to see the things and talk about the things that I saw in the game. What happens when we become invisibles? Invisibles? No one can see us, I guess. Mickey was excellent. Jones, man of the match, says Ahmed. Blind is the weak link, unfortunately. As I said earlier at the top of this, I thought there was a lack of a relationship with Blind and Rashford on the left-hand side, and there was a lack of a relationship with Mkhitaryan and Valencia on the right-hand side. I am going to be doing an in-depth tactical analysis performance review on my channel, so come and subscribe to my channel. That's Stephen Howson FC on here. I'm nearly at 40,000, so you guys could help me get to 40,000. There's enough of you in here right now, and I will be doing that probably be up tomorrow. I'll try and get it out for tonight, but it's probably going to be up tomorrow, and that's going to be an in-depth tactical look at everything that United did today. So if you're into that sort of stuff, and I'll be using some game footage as well, then come and subscribe to my channel, Stephen Howson FC. Until then, let's just wait around for the fan cams. We're going to have Adam and all the boys from Swansea. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely buzzing. Is Luke Shaw the answer? That's a great question. Luke Shaw could be the answer when he comes back. Matic had 105 touches. Wow. Mickey ruled. Marshall is clinical. Goosebumps seeing him going forward. This is a player that's only going to get better and better, isn't it? Blind wasn't bad, just no attacker. No, I'm not saying he was poor. I'm just saying there was a complete lack of a relationship with Blind and Rashford down that left-hand side. We started sloppy. A better side would have punished. I don't think we were sloppy. I thought that you got to remember there's two teams in a game of football, and you can't just have it your own way the whole time. There is another set of professionals that are in front of you, and what Swansea did was deny us space, deny us opportunity, and they essentially had three men dealing with Lukaku when he was on the ball, and they collapsed that midfield. You're essentially dealing with 8 players around you, and we had very little going into that area. Rashford was making a little bit of progress with dribbles. He was finding some space by committing players like that, but we wasn't holding the ball in the right areas. They was allowing us to have it around the halfway line, and we couldn't get any penetration with the balls that we was trying. We didn't really try and cross it. It wasn't sloppy from United. It was a tactical performance from Swansea that we found hard to deal with. That was the top and bottom of it, I think. So I'm saying Marshall changed the pace of the game. It wasn't Marshall, it was the way Swansea changed from 3 at the back to 4 at the back. It opened up a load more space for us. I think Swansea thought that they could go and snatch an equaliser, and when they opened up a little bit trying to get that equaliser, we found all the space, and then we get down there for them. So absolutely fantastic. Finishing from Manchester United. Clinical, ruthless, another goal scored. I'm as happy as can be. We are perfect. 2-0, 4-0, 4-0. in the 2 games already. Fantastic. Nice one. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to go and subscribe to my channel as well. Subscribe to Full Time Devils if you're new around here and this is the first time you're doing it. But I'll be doing a proper in-depth tactical look at how the game was won and did we do the things that I set out in the preview. Possibly late tonight or early tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in a bit.